Poker Night in America is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Kings for Kate Hall. She makes it 300 and Gavin calls. Now to Sam Abernathy out of the small blind.
And Sam gets quiet.
I know. You know she's up to something.
Also, she's looking at me for reasons I haven't looked yet. I'm like, I feel like I have a good.
I hadn't looked at it either. I was like, let's go. Let's go, right down the trash can.
That? Sometimes I just look in awkward places.
All right, back to Kate Hall.
See if she puts in another bet or just calls for a little deception.
I do that too.
Well, she can't 4-bet because that's always aces.
Looking to see if there's anybody out there.
So, technically,
Ooh, got him.
see, she's just got a call. Even she knows the rules of the game.
Not a real rule.
Do we have the same hand?
It's not a good one.
We must.
Probably not exactly the same hand.
How do you know?
Both have 4-5.
Because there's only 4 kings in the deck.
Wow.
Are you sure?
We literally cannot have exactly the same hand.
Sam continues, really small, smaller than her pre-flop raise. Totally fine in this situation.
Do you feel like that hits your range?
That hits my range for sure.
Nailed it.
Well, that's Sam's story, and she's sticking to it.
Oh my god.
Oh, ready. Who did that?
$3,500. This pot worth over $10,000 before Kate calls, folds, or raises.
You can do it. Yeah, let's go.
Kate Hall does call, so now we're over $14,000 in the middle.
Really not much out there for kings to be scared of.
You double up. Throw anyone but me.
And Sam rivers a flush. Draw. Now would be a good time to wave the white flag. Oh, is she really gonna go for this?
But now is also the time to just drop one last big stack of chips on the river to try to take this away.
The board's double paired, so she better make this full house sized.
All in.
And she does. She really, really went for it.
Huh. I actually do think it hits your range.
There go the kings.
Wow, what a bluff.
We're gonna see it anyway. So.
Here it comes. Boom.
You're gonna see it anyway.
Yeah.
Nice hand. Such a good river card.
Yeah. You have a pair.
You think?
Boom.
I say that because she's a good friend and she understands that, like, I am burnt by that hand, but it'll be fine in 10 minutes and we'll go get a drink. It's just like part of the game. We're professional poker players.
Bigger stakes than usual, which means the straddles are gonna be huge. 2 straddles, 800, just a call. Mustafa Cannett and Bill Perkins have put their money in blind, but Cannett gets to go last before the flop now, and despite all that action, Matt Berkey still raising 6-4 suited.
The hand's gotta be dead. Uh-oh. It's party poker. They're coming, it's coming back.
This is the new party poker.
I don't know, what could I possibly fold here? God, jeez.
Let me see what you might think about folding.
I gotta fold.
No, you really folded that?
Yeah.
Ace Jack, Bill?
All right, so we got 3 players, already 9K in the pot. You're gonna see big pots tonight on Poker Night in America. Flop is 6-9-6.
And I guess Berkey just had a feeling. Trips for him.
We're in South Florida, and Berkey's wearing 2 shirts and a jacket. I sweat thinking about that outfit.
If Matt Berkey were a mannequin in a store window, I would just keep right on walking.
4,500 was the bet from Berkey. Corneth calls.
That's Chance the poker player, not Chance the rapper.
Turns a 7. Open-ended now for Corneth.
That should be a pretty sweet action-inducing turn card. Berkey's gonna keep on betting, and it's gonna be tough for Corneth to fold when he picked up equity on the turn. His 8s might be good, and he's got a straight draw.
10K was the bet and the call, so let's go to the river. Jack. So no straight for Corneth, just a pair of eights.
Matt's gonna know most of the time he'll be up against a draw, so the jack's not a terrible card for him. Nothing really got there that wasn't already there. Now Chance has got a really tough decision. Eights would sometimes be good, but Matt has taken a very strong line.
Matt Berkey will win $53K in our first hand of the night here at Seminole Hard Rock.
You don't want to
Coins
show
are
it?
100 and 200 with a $25 ante.
No, those aren't Jason Mercier security guards. We are just in South Florida. Now it's Berkey's turn with pocket eights.
3 players to the flop. Deuce, 8, king is the flop. Perkins with top pair. D. Pascal with just the 5s, but Berkey, oh, I love flopping sets. I love it.
Bill Perkins, we hardly knew ye. D. Pascal doing a great job of getting Bill Perkins to commit more money into this pot so Berkey can raise.
Raise. 85.
8,500 is the bet.
Look what you started, Joey.
That might work in poker tournaments, but this is a cash game.
You should have told him that before this hand started.
I check.
Check.
Matt really should keep betting. When Bill calls the flop raise, he's likely going to call the turn too. Bill Perkins drawing dead, by the way.
All in? Call. Oh. He's got it.
Oh, no.
As soon as you said it, he's all in.
No outs.
0.0.
No big deal, just almost $250,000 exchanging hands here on Poker Night in America.
Ouch.
Jason, I'm going to have to make a withdrawal from the bank.
If you were wondering how rich Bill Perkins is, yes, he is that rich.
200 tonight with a $25 ante.
1,600.
Perkins right back at it. You can't blame him for not trying, I guess.
Solid hand.
Berkey has ace-10 of spades. How much you want to bet he makes that the winner over Perkins and ace-10 of clubs?
Berkey is in position. Perkins trying to take control of this pot with the betting lead. This should be a really interesting hand. Perkins with the betting lead, Berkey in position. They both got the same hand. I love it.
And they both hit that 10 on the flop.
12.
12,000.
That's why being in position is so great. Berkey can just check call the whole way down now if he wants.
Berkey picks up the flush draw.
Such a great card for him. Just turned himself a shot to win this hand outright. Now he could even semi-bluff raise if he wants to.
Check.
Check.
Ace-10 of spades becomes the winner with the nut flush on the river.
Berkey versus Berkey. One of them has the nuts, the other one a turkey. Matt Berkey, a huge pain in the side for Bill Perkins. Berkey wins another massive pot off Bill Perkins.
Perhaps it could interest you in, like doing something other than playing poker right now, Bill Perkins, because clearly things are not going in your direction. I don't know if you play tennis or anything else, but boy.
Poker Night is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
Yeah, 9-4.
I think everybody's throwing the 4 in automatic.
I'm out.
Just cause. A little stuck.
Can we get an order of tilt juice to seat 6, please? That's tilt juice, seat 6.
I'm raising.
Yep.
It's because.
Berkey with ace jack, Cornuth with kings.
From 1,900 to 10,000, that is a big raise, but he really only wants to play this pot heads up. Unfortunately, it's going to be against the ace-jack of Matt Berkey and not the 3-deuce of Bill Perkins.
Matt Berkey playing some solid poker here tonight on Poker Night in America. Flop is 4-8-4 with a couple of diamonds for Berkey.
Such a good feeling to even flop a draw there. Yeah, 12,000 just turned into 35,000. There really aren't a lot of made hands Matt could be raising with. This is going to be a flush draw a lot of the time.
And a call. We're at 92,000 after the flop. Okay, now Berkey also pairs his jack to go with the flush draw and the overcard. There could be a strong possibility that we get another $100,000 in easily right here.
Well, Berkey's slowing down now that he has showdown value. Cornuth is more than likely going to attempt to charge Berkey to draw.
The bet is 20,000.
That is not a huge bet relative to the size of this pot. He could be trying to induce a raise. Unfortunately, he is just giving Berkey a sick price to draw.
This is the same hand?
A little bit faster. They like to look at each other's soul.
All right, so just call. Oh,
Was there ever any doubt?
my gosh.
Fold.
This is such a horrible spot for chance. This is the perfect bluff card, but it is a horrible card overall. What was Berkey raising the flop with, if not an overpair, a full house, or a diamond draw? I don't think he's turning up here with an air ball very often, but I also don't know nearly anything about Matt Berkey's games, the game of poker, or the world in general. From Chance Cornuth to Chance Pornuth.
Good end.
He can't be stopped.
That is a nearly 300K pot getting shipped Matt Berkey's direction.
I think it's safe to say Matt Berkey's had a good night at the table here.
Yes. I don't really want it.
The triple straddle is on.
I'm still trying to get back to
16 is high, 32 is excessive, 64 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I like 64. Can we do it again?
It's ridiculous.
The same
I'll
hands?
tell you what. If everyone's in, I'm down for the full straddle back to you.
Ooh.
So you can have your chance to get some redemption.
32, 64, 12, 8, 25.
Everyone's in.
It goes all the way to him. He's on the button.
Yeah, when he's on the button, he gets the 64.
I get the gift again. Beautiful. Let's do it.
I'm asking if you.
Of course I'll take it. I'll take it every time.
All right, I'm in for
Take it every
32.
time. And you wake up at ace-10, let me wake up at ace-king. Let's try one more time.
I don't want to keep running that.
So the 16's on it, right?
Doug sucked out huge on Calderero last time.
Why not?
All right. Like the epic degen moment there.
Here's the real question. You knew that again. It
Biggest
comes
pot of the
back.
night.
It's on you. Everett's folded around. You have the ace-10 of hearts. Did you learn your lesson, or are you going to just limp this time?
I'm telling you right now, straight up, I learned my lesson.
All right, it's folded all the way around to Friedman. What a time for aces.
Oh, boy.
I just want to point out that Jason has been at the table for like 30 minutes, and this is his second 4-bet. It's been a lively session at the table.
Luckily, you don't have to be a maniac
45.
when you have aces.
Or you just make it 45,000.
Or is that 5-bet? Sorry?
Now, in a tournament, Jason might actually get away from this at this point. Friedman is going to be making this play with like ace-king at worst, maybe ace-queen, but still 2 overs.
You're right.
I wasn't even thinking about this.
Kane, you're a lot less drunk than I am.
Yeah, everybody is a lot less drunk than me.
For sure. Not just you. I said
Cheers,
we.
Frank. Cheers.
I did say we.
To
You might be getting
gambling and
ahead.
alcohol.
Let's get liquor all over the table.
Call.
Well, in a cash game, he's not getting away from it, apparently.
How many times would you like to run it? Twice?
Twice is good.
Okay.
You have the best hand. All right, he might have a pair of nines. He might have a pair of nines.
All right, over 9, 10. Oh, spades.
I like the one card rollover.
You do not have spades. No, I have not.
So Jason loses the first pot, so Friedman's free rolling.
Board number 2. Still nothing for nines to get excited about. Aces scoop it all.
Nice hand, Avi.
Thank you.
Look at there. $200,000 to Avi Friedman. Nice.
Everyone good? Anyone want a drink? Anyone want a drink? Are you good, Calder? You want a drink?
Oh, I'm good. You know, I'll have another. Why not? He's buying.
Jason wants to drink. Jason wants all.
That idea that trick that you found, if you disseminate it too widely, then it's the new normal.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
You
no.
can't-
I know what you're saying. Shout out to run at once.
I think it's hard not to be long bit term, sort of long Bitcoin long term.
Yeah.
Ethereum is a little scary because
I don't like Ethereum.
Yeah, I think long term anything and certainly variance, you know, can be even higher.
It's actually quite funny. So like 3 days or 4 days, whatever the 25K was.
Well, I thought you were talking about whenever the Bitcoin split was, which was only like a week ago.
Guerrero, what are you doing here with the suited queen?
James.
It's dangerous business.
I mean, I understand it if people would fold pre-flop, but they don't.
Like, yeah. I just don't believe in Ethereum. And they look at me, and I was like, that was probably not the right thing to say. When two guys have Ethereum hats on, they might believe in it.
Mercier 3-betting ace-king suited.
Exactly. We know what you're saying.
10-6 is the bet now.
Why can't we all just see a flop together?
Oh, did we just see 8s get folded?
That's how you fold a pocket pair that's probably in bad shape.
We're back to Calderero.
Because Jason
Could I run worse
needed
tonight?
a 4-bet.
He commits the money, so 23,000 in the middle, and we're heads up. And a couple of spades come on the flop for Calderero. It's going to keep his chances alive to probably put more money in. 13-5 the bet.
All in.
What?
Oh.
All in and a call.
Twice? Oh, you go once?
James Calderero only goes once unless we're talking about a tanning bet, and then he goes multiple times.
All right, well, he picks up some more outs there on the turn.
Oh, man. Runner, Indian Summer. How does Jason Mercier not react at all to that? How is he not flipping over the table?
He's gonna pay this man his money. Holy cow.
I call that kind of win the raptor attack. You think you're trying to fade spades, but you end up getting taken out by the outs you didn't even know were there.
Not many, but some. Clubs are always my 3-bet and fold hand.
Uh-huh.
That's one way to marry it.
I have clubs tell.
The fold. He just told you.
You know how I have a good hand? I'm being loud.
He has a good hand every time. Well, it's been true.
Might be 9-high.
It's good. Can't miss a hand.
He gets monsters like
Let's see if I can quiet him up.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I actually really enjoy getting trolled. So it's like, you do realize I make almost no money from YouTube ever, right?
Then how do you make money? It's not from poker.
I actually lose money on YouTube.
Best not to mess with the Google gods in public.
There's a reason they don't call him Folderero.
Someone knows what's up.
He's got the second best hand, but he's got a lot of equity.
It's like Google knew what it was worth. You know what the sick thing is? I think I'm gonna play Super Stud tonight. As long as if I can get the discount, I'm in.
I vote for the discount. You have to convince
I'm into if I can get the discount.
Kane!
If anyone deserves a discounted entry to a bar called Super Stud, it's definitely Doug Polk.
Guys.
Why does he get it?
Guys. Kane can't get a $25 discount. Doing that?
I am stuck. I'm stuck 150 today. I'm stuck 150.
84.
Let me lay more on fire. Oh, thank you.
No one will believe you.
This is the opposite of the "you are a fishtail."
Even more outs now for Calderero, and a bit of a scare card for Jason.
Oh man, my super stud's gonna be quite something.
16,700 is the amount that Calderaro has to call if he wants to see if he can make that draw into reality.
Jason doing a great job trying to make Calderaro pay to draw.
He's really good at coming up with the numbers that makes the other person really have to put some thought into it.
Why he's one of the best.
That's actually interesting, because your rate would be a couple thousand an hour at that point, you know?
Oh, I like that, though.
Calderaro does call, so let's see if he can bring it home here on the river.
Yeah.
No, it's...
I wouldn't be looking for money.
No, it's
I just
exactly
agree. It's interesting. It is
Wait, where did my wine go?
You drank it?
I'll take a double.
Calderaro goes runner on Jason again. Puts Jason all in. This might actually work because Calderaro's not really supposed to have diamonds here. It does work. Mercier calls.
Kentic, you want a 200K pop me? You're drinking, what do you want?
And still no freak out.
Wow. You want a 200K pop, what do you want?
Just a slow exhale.
Your phone is ringing off the hook.
Quick head shake and Jason.
They want to turn your hair color.
Is it gonna be a weapon?
You paid me 100K.
It's a premature gray.
Now it's like the first time I saw it at all, it was like, wait.
I love Locke's goggles on the Avatar. You know, he's actually only wearing those because he refuses to miss new episodes of the Vanderpump Rules. Is it Vanderpump Rules or the Vanderpump Rules? I don't know. Spoilers.
He's going goggles, I gotta go glasses.
Aces for David Silverman.
Goggles versus glasses,
They even have
Phil.
Bluetooth in them. I mean, that's the cool thing about
Please don't touch the goggles.
Polyurethane.
No, they really are state of the art.
Type.7.
And look at that. Phil
Hi-ya.
Locke flops a set of sevens, but Silverman's got the flush option.
Coming in a second, Schwartzy.
275 from Locke.
Take a back seat sometimes. We gotta hear the premature grace.
I actually don't hate this race.
You put on your shades right at the beginning of this hand, too. And you made some comment, and I remember thinking at the time, I wished I'd heard what he said.
I'm with you, buddy.
I put my glasses and said, oh, shades versus goggles.
Shades versus goggles.
Hilarious.
The goggles, they do nothing.
Shades versus goggles. That feels like it's the key to the end of the hand, you know?
Where is he from, dude? Like XR826.
All right, Bagel. I called you, Bagel.
Is it? Yeah, bro.
Locke calls the raise.
I know.
Phil is like,
Oh, no.
So Silverman gets there with the nut flush. Man, this will be hilarious if they put the straight flush out there.
9 1/4.
Phil's still betting. I guess he must expect he's getting raised on the flop by a lot of non-club overpairs.
Shades called.
And here comes the river.
Shades, what do you want for that last card to come out?
6 of clubs.
Of course, right?
No, come on.
Wow.
Stop.
What a bunch of horse nonsense. So if
I'm all in.
Oh, can he actually bluff Phil off a chop? I love it. Shades versus goggles rules.
Wow, you dirty dog. That's what I wanted to do. If he checked, I would do that. So if I was sitting there and I had the 10 of clubs, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to check, hoping that my opponent hangs himself, because he can't call an all-in, because I would have the blocker to the 10 of clubs.
Just for clarification, they both have a straight flush.
Wow, that's a strong argument to calling to chop, but that's pretty gross.
Silverman's put him in a worse spot than when your girl asks to look something up on your phone.
Buster Douglas, I think it was a 40.
Sure, go ahead. Just be quick about it. Just gonna watch what you do, make sure you don't have any typos.
Okay, what I'm about to do, I don't advise this at home. There's a theory in gambling called score sheet decision making. Right now I'm up around 3K, up stuck 7, because I was up 10 at one point. If I play this and I get it wrong, I now become legitimately stuck.
I like to call this, by the way, Phil Lockjick. It's logic, but Phil Lock style.
I'd be stuck 21K, and I'd be very embarrassed. The embarrassment when he doesn't have the 10 of clubs and it was a chop is not that bad. I lose 2,500. I'm very happy for the man. I'll get him later maybe, but it would hurt so bad if I was wrong. That pain, that's why he can do this play. This is genius, but I'm in such pain. This hurts so much, but I'm just gonna do the painful move.
Makes perfect sense to me. Solid Lockjick.
If you show the bluff, it's just...
Can you show it?
I can maybe show one. I'm not sure.
Show him the red one. Show him the red one, Vinny. Come on.
I made a score sheet decision. In a theoretical world, I put it in.
Wow. Nah, I would have showed the ace of clubs. Ace 10 of clubs, way more likely a hand he could have there.
My hand's great.
I'm pretty happy to get it in against.
Looks like an overpair to me. He gave my heart's racing. He gave the speech as if he had the overpair.
Yeah, sometimes he does. It's hard to have an overpair though.
There's a rule you're not allowed to have that much money. You have to distribute it evenly around the table.
Yeah, you have to pay the blinds for at least one round now. So
I'm in.
I've had plenty of days where it's the opposite. Nobody paid me blinds.
Phil Locke raises to 400 with Jack 3.
in poker night, if you get over 40,
It's not a premium hand, so you're hoping to get Locky.
One round.
I don't think he's hoping to get lucky at all. I think that he's planning on barreling this all the live long day and bluffing off these two ladies.
Wasn't any good.
That's why.
Or that.
Come
Saw me
on.
limp under the gun, considering raising.
I thought that was
Just what kind of HUD is inside that ski mask?
I mean, same as him.
Wasn't it just about 8 minutes ago he got a letter that was delivered to him by somebody at the...
Raise the Jack free.
I'm sorry, but I don't buy any of
that's why I
this.
was like, I don't know.
So not a great, like not the best run out. I mean, obviously McDiamond, which is great. But.
Luckily for Daniels
I
and
like it
Taylor
on
Braden,
flop.
neither one of
Pretty
them are
happy with
catching
my hand.
anything.
Should like it on the river too.
Phil's not going to let this check around a second time. Time to start building a pot. Just the way his alien overlords built those pyramids thousands of years ago.
Exactly, and put all those rocks in that
last time that he
formation.
overbet the pot, he was bluffing. So I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna raise him
So
actually.
you
with
get,
king
I mean,
high.
obviously king
On the
4-4.
flop, I'm like really happy
You
with my
saved,
hand.
he saved so much
Like,
money.
He might have like
you would've gotten stacked
7
for
of
sure.
diamonds, and he's just drawing really slim.
What was it? What was your kick? 4 what?
I would
What
have
you
done
have?
the same thing.
10-8 of diamonds. He's just drawing dead.
Yeah.
Against my hand.
Yep. I can't fold to.
Abby Daniels
4-7?
could station
That's actually
here.
a big fold because I have a worse
Sixes are
score
going to be
for
the
it.
best hand a fair amount of the
Played
time.
kicker
Really?
for.
I mean,
It was the board kicker.
Daniels
No, but, like-
folds over to Ite. She just pops it
Oh
up.
yeah, that's true on the turn.
The
Yeah, yeah,
important
I get
thing
what
is that when you're going to wait a long time to play a hand, make sure you bet into the near nuts when you're drawing dead.
He could also just be drawing.
Good
dead.
fold,
He
by the
just
way,
had
Abby
king
Daniels.
four.
Way to get out of the way.
Or Jack's fold.
you had king 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far you've had king 4.
I almost called the river, but because I know you folded a 4, but I just knew he didn't have me beat, so I shoved.
I thought
I should never raise the river there.
I thought there was like a 2% chance
Uh-oh.
of kings. Full.
No, he goes all in with kings on the river.
Oh,
He's never gonna bet 60.
Lock wastes no time making the call.
If he went all in, I would have like thought about folding. Like legitimately thought about folding. If he went all in, I would have been like, oh
I mean, the good news is at least she didn't get sucked out on. I mean, a pair of deuces had her beat, so.
that is true. Absolutely nothing for Ite, but firing
I'm
at that
hoping he
river.
bluffs the river when he bets.
And now Phil Locke is the hottest player
Always like
at the table.
if he's valuable.
That'd be great if we could do one of those like being John Malkovich, but for Phil Hellmuth, and then I could like dive through this wormhole into your head.
We were so much
It's a
money
scary
together.
place.
You have no
It's
idea.
a very scary place.
You
Better be high and drunk if we get in there.
To see the things I see, it would scare you, actually. You'd be like, oh my God, he's weak. Oh my God, he's strong. Oh my God, he's weak. You'd start winning all these tournaments, and you'd be like, oh my God, being in Phil's head is awesome. No wonder he wins so much.
Oh, and Phil said he's winning in this game. I get it now.
Cat got your tongue, kid?
No, in Sorrel, it seemed like you had the 7 of diamonds. What was that hand?
Which, oh yeah, when I showed Phil.
Jennifer
But I
Tilly,
announced that I had to let him get away.
Oscar-nominated actress Jennifer
You guys
Tilly.
don't understand that.
I don't know. It's the long con.
Just
It
aces.
really is.
That long con's been going on for a long time, Phil.
What do you mean? You bluffed off a million.
Love that. You're so focused on that. What about there's? I think I'm doing okay against you,
A
Phil.
million.
I think I'm doing okay against you overall.
Lots of speculations on the monies I've made, honeys I've slayed. Don't mess with me.
You can sing it
Break
all you
out a
want.
little
That doesn't
Jay-Z.
make it any truer. That's just not what happened. I think I don't know about a million, but I definitely bluffed off a little.
You bluffed off a lot.
Yeah.
They're tournament chips. It doesn't matter if it's a million.
You messed with me that day. You messed with me that day. I let you win. I let you win. And then, boom! I shut the trap for a
Yeah,
million.
you got me in a hand. You got me in a hand.
Yum. All you had the chip lead. There were
Some.
like, there were 3 hands left in the day. 111K buy-in. All you had to do was sit back and play good. But no, you couldn't do
No,
it.
I couldn't do it, man.
No, I can't do it. I'm
You
just
know
gonna
how
try to
tempting
bluff
it is.
a milli to Phil with 3 hands to go. The one guy I know who just like
Never folds.
will man up and call.
Sam was getting a
Phil,
great
throw a
price
cash like that,
pre-flop.
did you-
She called.
Did you take it from him?
And action flop. Jeez.
He was
Holy
chip leader
cow.
and managed not to cash. He
Yeah,
blames
you
it
were
all
at the
on
table
Coleman.
when I busted, Phil. You don't remember what happened? Like Coleman,
remember what
queens
happened.
against King 10.
Yeah,
Am I
but-
supposed to play that one differently?
That hand you were supposed to lose.
I was supposed
What
to lose
about,
because
what
I was
about the
against Coleman.
previous hour or two?
I played well.
Is it on me? Come on, that's the oldest tell in the book.
What I don't understand is when there's like a $500,000 bubble. I don't understand why people don't play better. Like
Tilly bets 1,500.
Get the 500K, kid.
Well,
and then start gambling, you know? Like, but no, you want to like try to win the tournament.
So I should have just folded the queens on the button.
Sam with
Is
a
that
pair
what
and a
you're
very good
saying?
flush draw. Not the best flush draw,
I had to
though.
lose. That was it.
Jared's
I
got
agree with
that.
the hand.
He's not folding.
That hand and that hand only.
Yeah. If there were a whole card camera, like if I were in your mind, I would be like, fold. I'd be shouting, fold, fold, fold. What are you doing, bluffing off your money?
Jared might even be thinking about raising with the nut flush draw.
Sometimes
It's a $250,000 bubble. What are you bluffing off your money for?
You're relentless, eh? You're like a migraine.
Hey, when they start it, I'm pretty good track record of finishing it. I'll tell you that much.
And if you don't, you just kick a chair.
Meanwhile, they told me his mic's not even on.
4 on the turn was not the card Jaffe was looking to hit.
Yeah, they laughed at you. They
Oh, they laughed?
They laughed at you.
Yeah. Yes. What's so humorous
for the
to
free
me is
card.
if
Cool.
You had any idea what the truth was.
All right. Yeah.
It's funny though that they would laugh it off.
Jennifer should not be giving a free card on this board.
You want some switch? Just play for me.
Any of these players could conceivably raise. Sam maybe now.
I'll never forget one of my first tournament in the U.S. we played together, and there was that hand where you raised with just looking at one card, and it was the ace. And I led from the small blind. I had the nines, remember? And you wrote a blog about it. You didn't even know my name back then. You were like this online kid. You wrote a blog about one of these online megalomaniacs, and I was that guy. It was nice. It was one of the most flattering things anyone's ever said to me about me.
That was another one you played really well. It came ace, ace, nine, and I had an ace and you had nines full.
No, the ace came on the turn.
You played those hands really good against me.
I did.
Just like the other one you were bragging about, it came king, king.
Yep.
I had a king, you had a king. You played that one great.
That was beautiful.
You really played those
Maximum
hands
value.
well.
I got them all
Got
in.
some memory though, so all the hands you played.
Oh, I remember that hand. I remember the ace one.
You remember that one? The ace was
Did
on the
I come
turn.
back and win that tournament anyway?
No, that was the one Carlos won.
This pot is getting huge.
Thank you.
And Jennifer Tilly's got to be thinking, okay,
I don't think you found the table.
what do I have to do on the river to get anybody away from this hand? She will be last to act, playing from the button. So let's see what happens here.
What's going on here?
Pretty good card for Jennifer. If there were some draws out there, they all missed.
Yeah, somehow she faded it all. And I actually think this might check around. Obviously, Jared's just got a pair of fours, and I don't think Jen can really value bet. There aren't a lot of worse hands that can call. Jaffe probably knows his pair of fours are no good at showdown, so maybe he tries to bluff this. No, he checks it.
3 aces. That's the
Checks 3 aces.
Jennifer, more like bride of Checky.
I hated that flop. And then I get 2 callers on the flop and the turn.
She'll take the 19K instead of the value bet on the river.
I feared a trap. That's all.
So once again, Phil Hellmuth.
Welcome back to Poker Nights in
Oh,
America.
look! A quadruple straddle at 3,200. Short stack, so I'm thinking, what am I wanting to see here? I'm just gonna shove. I'm just gonna gamble.
Is this a straddle?
No,
Is that open?
I did look.
Just your classic 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. It's normal. This is how it's like when I play. How much is that?
Frank's got aces. That's good, but he doesn't have that many chips. That's bad.
I mean, even shoving with 12K, even if you just pick up all the straddles and the blinds, that's a great win.
There's a lot of money in this pot. That's good. But there's also a lot of people in this hand who don't like folding pre-flop. That's bad. Dog Polk going nowhere.
He's in with King Queen. Calderero's out.
Looks like King Callis has literally just come back from the bank. And what about GI? He's a fella that don't like to fold either.
I think you're 100 off. Oh, he's got too much.
Yeah.
All right, so Casella's got all the money in. We will have a side pot that could develop between Polk and GI.
What a dream scenario for Casella. He is a near statistical lock to win this hand. 1% equity for each of his opponents.
That straddle won't do much for the game, does it?
Oh my, I don't.
Gee.
What is the verbal equivalent of mashing the keyboard? That's what I want to do right now. How does that happen? GI's bet $40,000 on this flop. No way Doug can fold. We know there is no way that he and GI will not chop this pot as long as he doesn't fold. Doug calls.
Main pot's got 41,000, side pot's got 80,000 in it.
We got a Lexus on the side.
Yeah. Holding.
And GI has put all the chips in the middle.
Doug's called.
You're not good.
There is almost $250,000 in this pot. And Casella just can't believe his luck. I mean, that's not supposed to happen. All right, here comes the river. It's a 10 of hearts. Casella's out, and Polk and GI will chop it up.
And then this is chopped in half. Frank, you're running great today, man. You're doing great. You're doing great things.
There's no straddle.
There's no straddle.
What?
Oh, there's no straddle.
What did you get so hot? What?
I was like,
He's
I would have moved in with this hand.
Right,
Otherwise.
you would have?
No,
I thought there was a straddle.
This came after Esther with 6x.
You don't pay very much attention at the table.
All right.
It's hard to defend.
You still haven't looked?
No, I have not looked.
It's like the guys who do that in tournaments and they just 5x. That just like they ruined me with that.
I feel like I should.
I'm just sitting there like I have nothing I can do.
I call.
Oh man, how bad is Jen Tilly running today? This is gonna be harder to watch than any of the Chucky movies when you're not on an airplane. Two pair versus a set, and she is drawing deed.
Lazy Daisy.
And raising, wonderful.
Oh no.
I bet Jason can literally not believe this. Jason's just deciding whether or not he wants to put in another raise. And with a board texture like this, he could very easily think Jen could get it in on a draw.
And he does go with the raise. He raises it to 82.50. So that's just over 5,000 for Jen to call.
Oh, what did I miss?
Yikes.
Jennifer, we're all hoping you get away from this. We like you.
Give me the inner dialogue of Jennifer Tilly right now.
Let's see, if I call this hand and I lose, I'm gonna need the next Chucky movie to make more money than all the rest combined. So like $1 million.
I was thinking more like, could he have really done it to me again? Did he flop a set against my two pairs?
No.
That's what I'm...
It's all Chucky related.
Okay, good.
I don't do analysis.
Got it. Okay, so she does call.
She's probably actually thinking, there's no way he's got me beat this time.
This is in the pot?
Is there? No. There could be.
He didn't really. No, he didn't. He couldn't.
On.
Why did I raise?
Whoops.
Well, I can't imagine you doing that with like just pocket aces or pocket kings.
See, the inner dialogue isn't always about Chucky movies, Stapes.
It's my inner dialogue.
I can't imagine you bluffing. Why do I even play poker? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh, did somebody get this round? Did you guys get a drink?
I said I would. Oh wow, she has another one already? Yeah, I'll pay it. Who is
I
she?
ordered another round, I think, for everybody.
Unless you flopped a
I
straight.
don't think she needs any more Zinfandel. She hasn't been powering it.
Are you good?
The Zinfandel pace has been.
Only thing I could put you on that beats me is a set of jacks.
I'd like to be calling Miss Cleo to have them put some sort of hex on our show if I was her, and she keeps coming back.
Should I call?
I think she said I call.
Yep. Jen names like 10 hands that beat her and then finally decides to see which one.
Oh, that look says it all.
You beat me, of course, obviously. I'm just trying to come to terms with the fact that I am not the poker god's favorite. How could I not be the poker god's favorite? And then I'm trying to come to terms with the fact I'm not going to win that one. Because you mop up the floor with the competition.
I had like really long hair, like not really long, but just like this, but actually a little longer.
Poker Night in America brought to you by Kimo Sabi Mezcal.
You know, I need a fine picture of this. I played basketball long enough that when I was in junior varsity basketball, it was still the days of the short shorts. They were like the huggers. They were still, that's how long ago I was in high school.
Tube socks, too? Do you have the tube socks?
No, tube socks have gone away, but the huggers were still in place. This is early 90s. Early 90s is like right when Fab 5 came out and like everyone started going baggy. But they obviously hadn't picked up that in my high school yet.
Jason Mercier with more sets than the Franklin Mint.
You can't believe his luck against her. Like, I'd buy her into tournaments to come sit at the same table as I am to keep getting this kind of luck.
Because they've always
So Jen's bet 400. Mercier kicks it up to 1,400.
varsity ones.
Just fold, Jen.
JV ones, so.
Just fold it this time.
Run, run, run.
Oh, boy. This is going to be a shame.
On.
There's the jam.
Jason!
Jen. Jen, you cannot do anything but fold. Please. We love you. Just stay down.
What would you do, Stuart?
I don't know you're holding, but if I did, I don't think I'm supposed to reveal that.
Good answer. I like the way you answered that question.
Jen, here's what I would do. Call a cab.
I'll tell you, what I'd be rooting for it to happen is you to call and win. But I don't know, but I don't try to influence your action. But of course, that's...
Tilly trying to do what she loves to do, which is act. Unfortunately, Jason's the one holding the
Look at this
actual
guy.
script.
My dream.
Show one, Jay.
Four
Good for the
clubs?
game.
Show 4 clubs.
My dream, one day, is to win a pot off of Jason.
Top shelf liquor would be on him, August 11th.
Okay.
But it's free.
All right. I'm going to go, I'm going to play
He's
carefully.
talking about his 40th birthday
And with
party.
heart.
He's inviting me, but only
Tilly
if I pay.
still raising under the gun with some questionable hands.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's very nice of him.
That's really nice invite.
Well, I mean, we're close friends.
if you pay.
Wendy Eolis folds her pair. She doesn't want any part of this Tilly train wreck, I guess. Esther Taylor calls the $300 bet.
The bar was only going to be open for like a couple of hours.
Donation.
And so does Mercier. Oh, boy.
Jason claims he's making a donation. Something tells me the guy starting with the best hand is probably not going to give this up too easily. Gentili has 4 high, a shocker, flush draw for Taylor. Mercier checks the best hand, which is an overpair to this board.
600 to bet from Tilly, again with 4 high.
Called in 1 spot and is very likely to be called in 2 spots.
And that's correct.
I'm sure that's just what she wanted, getting called in 2 spots when she's got 4 high.
Another deuce on the turn.
I think this is a definite check call spot for both players, both Mercier and Taylor. Interesting. Jason's gonna bet, which is gonna lead me to believe that this is actually the right move. Ooh, a raise.
And a call, so this pot now is over $10,000. Nothing for Esther Taylor.
She bricks out. Jason's still got an overpair. None of the flop draws came in. It's gonna be pretty tough to get Jason to fold in this spot.
All in.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I said it was gonna be tough to get Jason to fold. This is her absolute best effort.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, he's so good. He's so good. How does he do it?
Is this the last hand?
It is.
Let's all just go crazy.
I'm so bummed.
Yes. I was hoping for this.
7-way all in. Anybody?
Sure.
A lot of times crazy things happen in the last hand.
So far, it's nuts.
Going crazy.
That's just a call, right?
Yeah.
That's just a call?
Looks like it.
Is that a call there?
I'm gonna raise. I will make it 4.
Dust.
Oh, Jennifer.
Oh, not again.
We were doing so well. She knows you can't flop a set with queen 4, right?
All right, Jen.
It's one of those spots. Donation.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
This time it is much more donation-like 9-5 of diamonds. Or you could just flop a flush draw and a pair.
Top set for Wendini Eolis, but Jennifer Tilly doing what Tilly does, betting 800. Eolis down the position of calling or raising, and she goes with the raise to all in.
I respect the move. I don't think Jason can fold, though.
However much you want.
There's the call from Jason.
Is the person that bad at it the only person without a hand?
Jennifer. Fold. Fold.
Yeah. All right. I wouldn't make it past the turn with 8s.
All right. On their backs. Well, you don't have to.
You don't have to. It's a cash game. I like turning them up, but whatever.
With flush.
There it is.
The flush.
So we're going to need the board to pair, or Jason's going to claim another victim. Nope, he just makes a flush twice.
My goodness. Every possible thing is going his way tonight.
It's Jason's world. We just live in it.
Oh, boy. That's not even right. Everybody else loses?
So this is interesting. Usually we have to have 2 pages, one for the winners and one for the losers. Turns out just one winner in this game, Jason Mercier.
Nice.
Brand new player at the table. This is Marcia Wolak.
Yeah, exactly.
She does look like a Marcia.
You're not going to do it, are you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, here we go. Just do it now and get it out of the
Nope.
way. Come on.
Until it's mildly appropriate.
Don't make us wait around for what we all know is coming.
No, limit would
How much
be,
is it?
400.
Oh, well,
Right?
I was just doing the simple math off of that.
Look at all these hands.
And cards that are in between them.
Out.
And here's the flop. Couple of spades there for Rousso. She picks up the nut flush draw. But Anderson's aces are still ahead.
Man, pre-flop, it was such a good spot for aces up against 10s and ace 10. Only 110 left in the deck, and now Vanessa's probably going to find a way to run these down. Vanessa's definitely not folding. She could raise.
If you raise, you're probably going to get rid of Wolak. But if you call, you're probably also going to keep her in.
That's a good point, actually. This is a terrible spot for the new girl. This is the worst spot for a new girl since they moved it to Fridays after the Cleveland show.
Call.
A queen on the turn.
That was a great card for Danielle. Someone might have caught up a bit, but probably not all the way. So she should definitely keep barreling.
Yeah, one of these two she's got to put on a draw. So that means the turn should be expensive with 4,300 in the pot.
How much?
2,800 to bet from Danielle Anderson.
Vanessa's still not folding, though I think she's less likely to raise in this spot than she would have been on the flop. Looks like Danielle's got her covered. Much like one of David Blaine's stupider stunts, I'm not really sure what this tank is about. Like, I don't even see what it gains her in deception.
It's a call from Rousso. There goes Marcia Wolak.
Good fold from the 10s.
So now heads up with pocket aces in the draw.
Nearly 10,000 in the middle.
And welcome to Get There.
It's great that Vanessa gets there, unlike my dad, to my Little League games. Danielle can so easily check behind. Vanessa will not have the chance to check raise her. She's going to bet this.
Vanessa Rousso has less than a pot-sized bet that is left,
All in.
and now she's all in.
Really bad spot for Danielle. Ultimately, aces are still just a pair.
Not a huge fan of the turn. Not a huge fan of the river. Not blaming you. Just silent observations.
It sounded like she was blaming you.
Vanessa's really good at the polarizing river bet to make it look like she's trying to buy the pot, but has anyone really seen her do it recently with air? No.
Nice hand.
And Danielle Anderson has to do what so many amateurs hate doing, and that is folding aces, but it is the right call, we can see. And a $17,000 pot for Vanessa Rousso.
Good disciplined laydown.
Well, that was fun.
And I'm like, oh, that's right, my hair is still frizzy. When I moved there, I was like, oh, I must have gotten better at doing my hair. This cut must be great or something. Must be my shampoo. And then I was like, oh, never mind. It's just that there's no moisture.
Ite calls with suited 9-6. And here goes Marcia Wolak.
Hope she's got queens beat.
She's got aces. Is that okay?
Marcia.
And there it is, everybody. If you were waiting for it, could have just got that out of your system like 8 minutes ago. But the raise is to 800.
Oh man, is Vanessa looking to put another bet in? Yikes.
Bye-bye.
All in.
Well, that took about a half a second, and so did the call.
Things have escalated quickly. Aces versus Lady Kings.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh.
No.
Wow. Nice hand.
So sick.
Oh.
Nice hand.
Well, you barely had time to make one bad joke about her, Stapes.
That's enough for me. Nice hand, girls.
I could have done so much more.
Fast.
I don't really think you could have. I think that was pretty much your runway there.
Good playing. Good to see you.
You too. Have fun.
Sorry you didn't run very well.
Danielle Anderson in the straddle.
That actually happened in the main event a little while ago. My other card was a queen.
Oh, really?
And the dealer ended up flopping a queen.
Now it's Vanessa Russo's turn for aces.
It's always a bummer.
They're going around this table.
Yeah, you're just like,
Tripled up. Like,
wah, wah, wah.
Exactly. That's how I go. Then you know you're running bad.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
And once again, aces are just dusted on the flop. Or Vanessa does have that ace of spades there.
Vanessa cracks aces, and now she's a pretty big favorite to have them cracked herself.
500 was the bet from Vanessa Rousso. Danielle Anderson called. Stacy Sullivan calls with top pair.
I like the name Stacy Sullivan. Sounds like a comic book alter ego. Spider-Man's girlfriend, or the true identity of Poker Girl. Vanessa firing with just 14% equity. I think Danielle's likely to just call. Maybe Stacy stays in the pot. When this goes bet, call, I am not loving top pair here.
And neither is Sullivan, so she's going to fold. So now her head's up with Rousso and Anderson.
That is a good fold.
All right, river time.
Vanessa planning on check calling here to control the pot and maybe pick off a bluff. A bet here, however, would not be a bluff.
Aces?
And Moon opts to not bet river. Tough to get paid off by a worse hand. But Vanessa probably the one hand that might have paid off a river bet.
Still 5,200, a nice pickup for Danielle Anderson.
I wasn't gonna call. So glad I didn't call the turn.
Not now, Stacy. It's not always about you. Remember Sophia's bachelorette party? Let's not have a repeat of that, okay?
Daniel Anderson doing great here tonight on Poker Night in America, building quite the chip stack.
You said 5:30, and I was really going to be impressed if you were here on time.
And I
then
wasn't even
you're
joking.
not
That's
even
what I
close.
did. That's what I did.
Ace King for Lily Kiletto.
Big slick suited.
Why take it so long? I'm like 20 minutes for me to get ready. If she really must know.
Burkhart with a fine hand calls on the button. King 10 suited.
Oh my God. Lily, why are we not like closer? I feel like you're amazing and we should be friends.
She said, I just look high maintenance. It's actually low or something like that. And I was like,
It really
I love
is,
you.
I swear. 20, 30 minutes tops.
And the 7 deuce game is on. Lily Kiletto with ace king suited. I would not be surprised at all if she put in another bet. Certainly not folding.
18.
Yep, there we go, up to 1,800.
That should get rid of Burkhart and Anderson,
Gotta get all the riffraffs out. I don't want them to call.
Whoa. Who announces all in for
my gosh.
$10,225.
I love Polk.
Here's the really sick part. If Lily calls, ace king is not a huge favorite against 7 deuce anyway.
Absolutely right. We've already seen other kings at the table already that have been folded.
Lily not cracking at all.
All right, I'm gonna fold.
And there it is.
Oh my God! You are. Oh! Let's play some poker, baby! Oh my God! Pay up, baby, pay up! What the?
There you go, you snitch.
Kelly, you're making.
Doug started this episode being able to speak coherently.
Damn, that's really unlucky for me. I was not gonna get buff the river, and then.
And now, not. Got another straddle to 6,400.
Seriously. Honestly,
what
though,
else can
like,
you say to that?
What else can you do? Like,
Okay,
how
guys,
often
it was
do you-
fun. I would expect anyone who's in profit right now to be folding pretty wide. Anyone stuck, the exact opposite. Doug just lost a huge pot, but I don't think he's down very much at all. Oh. Well, he knows he's likely to get a fold from Calderero now that he's unstuck.
That's definitely not a calling hand.
Bobby Friedman looks pretty interested in what's happening here.
You couldn't see what he had, right?
No, I did not see that.
All right, 45K in the middle.
A pre-flop raise to 20,000 and his flop bet of 18,000 are sure repping an ace.
Or is it a guy who wants you to think he's repping an ace?
Well, Friedman's gonna call at least once and try to improve.
He does call $82,000 now in the middle. Turns a queen, so now Friedman's got 2 pair. Oh boy. What kind of bet is coming here? Holy mother.
Oh no, Doug.
I'm all in.
Come on, show the river last hand of the night.
Well, everybody else is seeming to have a very good end of the night, except for Doug Polk. Doug Polk is stumbling.
32 and
All right, so the
64
straddles are getting a little crazy here, are they not?
Holy Lord, welcome to Straddletown. I can't remember the last time I saw this much straddling outside of the
No, Frank's
Do you mind if
not
I give it a try?
straddling.
I haven't seen this much straddling since the last jockey convention I was at.
Yours will probably make the air. Just 6K to call, Frank.
That turn sucked too. Actually, was it good? Do you have 10s?
I did.
Oh my God, that was such a good turn.
Yeah.
How lucky was that turn?
Yeah, it's folding around the Calderero and Polk again.
That was a really lucky turn.
Here we go again.
All right, before I look, roughly, Frank, what was he playing?
You guys got some
146.8.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Without looking, I'm in for the call.
Doug hasn't looked, and we haven't either.
Without looking, you're in for the call. That's gonna.
I'm looking.
Let that one slide.
There's only one way this can go, and that is toward the middle. Chips meaning, not the cards.
Oh. That's a massive raise.
Makes it 36,400. Where do you even come up with that number?
Oh, wow.
What's it to go? 30.
Just 30,000.
36 for it.
It's so massive.
You just ISO'd the big blind, you know?
On Polk, we see has King Jack.
That's true.
He's thinking about it.
This is only one raise.
Says the makings of something really disastrous.
A 3-bet here could be expensive.
I'm all in.
I call.
My God.
What did I tell you? I told you a 3-bet could be expensive.
Go ahead.
You called, right?
I called.
All right,
You called?
Oh, we're ready. Let's go.
Your standard 300K pot.
Oh, I'm dead.
Ace on the flop. That's going to be tough for Doug to come back from, and not happening.
All right, good.
Caldero's had one heck of a last 14 minutes here on Poker Night in America.
Swingy day. Your 6400 game is strong.
Hey, quit writing mean stuff in the comments, guys. I'm just kidding. Everything you write helps us. It's called engagement. Go to town. Also, like and subscribe. But you'll write the mean stuff, too. It's all good.